How you guys doing? When it comes to Twitter applications, you know, every guy and his dog has made or produced a Twitter client, whether it be for the Mac, the iPhone, the iPad, iPod Touch, the PC, Windows, whatever. There's tons of Twitter clients out there, but there's only one or two that I would recommend, and I've used a number of them. And in this video, I'm just going to go over what I use on my iPad. Just to clear things up, I've always used Tweety because I thought that was the best one. It was free, it was clean, and the UI was pretty nice. But since Twitter took over Tweety, and most of you probably are aware of that, it's lagged. It's lacking in updates, bug fixes. When you send out a tweet through your Mac, it's still giving you those errors. They still don't have an iPad version, so God knows what's happening at Twitter HQ. But nevertheless, I came across a new Twitter application for the iPad, Osfoora HD. This was on offer in the last weekend, and I did tweet this out that this is on offer, go ahead and get it. Since then, I've replaced Twitterific, which I always used on my iPad, to Osfoora HD, and on my iPhone I used Tweety, that has gone as well, and I'm using Osfoora again. So I'm using Osfoora for the iPad and the iPhone, and I'm hoping they're working on a Mac version as well, because this application is absolutely fantastic. It's £2.39. I got it for about £1.59 in that sale that was the past weekend. Highly recommend it. The reason why I didn't go for it before was because of the price. I thought, you know what, this is just going to be another application. It's going to be one of those other things you buy, you use for a day, and you're like, nah, I'm going back to Twitterific. This is crap. But to be honest, this is probably one of the best Twitter applications I've come across. And I've used TweetDeck, I've used Twitterific, I've used Echophone, and I've used about 2 or 3 others which I deleted straight away because it was that bad. But I'm just going to go over, what it's like. So this is the landscape view. You've got all your tweets on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side. So if you click on something, you can make it bigger. Here's the other cool thing as well. You don't need to navigate like this. You've got these 2 buttons on the side as well. So it just makes these small things, definitely do make the whole experience a bit better. Let's say if you want to, email this. This is one of the features which I haven't seen in any other Twitter application. So let's say if I want to tweet this email for reference, I want to email it to a client, whatever. I just hit the mail tab here, and it takes out Mike's, which is a good friend of mine's. He wrote a tweet, posted a tweet, came on my timeline, and I wanted to email that to myself or whoever it is. So it's pretty cool, these small things. The UI is quite nice. Let's go into settings and give you a show. So you've got auto rotate, basically meaning if you do this, you get this long view. So it's a notepad view for those, if you're in a conference expo, you might want to have it in this view just to carry about easily. Load, I've just set it to the last 100. Refresh rate, 1 minute is fine. Scroll to newest, so whenever you open the application, it doesn't scroll to the newest tweet. It just scrolls to where you left off last time, which is what I prefer. Sound, theme, I've kept it to light for this video. If I do it to dark, then you won't be able to see what's on the screen. Font size, so you can make the text bigger. Bigger is better. That's what she kind of said, and I agreed. Going back into the settings, you've got image servers. I prefer TwitPic because I find it most reliable, easy to open. Even when someone tweets a TwitPic link, I know it's going to work, and I just prefer using TwitPic, to be honest. What do you guys prefer out of these options? I know some of you used YFrog. And last but not least, if you want to make any changes to your profile, you can do it right within this iPad application. You don't need to be near a computer or iMac, Windows, whatever. You can do it right within this application, create new lists, see other tweets, change your profile picture, edit profile might help, change your name, change your bio, URLs, whatsoever. But then again, this is probably the application that I use when it comes to Twitter for the moment. I'm looking forward to seeing what Twitter is going to come out when they launch their Twitter application for the iPad. Tweety has been one of my #1 applications, as I said at the start, and they've been lacking in updates, and I'm hoping this wait is going to be worth it when they do eventually release an iPad version, and fingers crossed. But yeah, what application do you use for your iPad? Is there any other that I maybe should try out? Would I recommend this one? Hell yes, it's a fantastic application. UI, it's well worth the price in my opinion, and yeah. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can join me on iglassregion.com, twitter.com/i6glassregion, and yeah, feel free to leave a comment below. Cheers.